Hey everyone, that's my dog Peanut back there. Um, Spring is sprung, and so it's time to get up in the air again. Something that's come across my plate a lot, and I fell victim to myself, was the devices that you use to view your app when you're flying. Long story short, I had a Samsung Galaxy S7, and a nice phone, and it worked just great with my drones. But I wanted something a little bigger display. So I got a Huawei. Anyway, it was just a low end, about an 8-inch screen. I just wanted to, go on the cheap, see what I could get done. And I got it, and it flew it with the Air, and it was fine. Tried to fly it with the Pro, absolutely unusable. As soon as the motor spun up, interference everywhere, no way, wasn't going to happen. So I thought, okay, my bad. Let me bump it up a little bit, put out a little bit more money. So I ended up getting a Samsung Galaxy Tab E. A little bigger, Galaxy, a little beefier. And same thing happened. Air was fine, Pro unflyable. Well, by now I'm like at DJI. So I reached out to them and said, They very politely advised me that should I want to go look, the information is there for things called preferred devices. So I went to the DJI website here, went down to the forum here, and typed in something along the lines of preferred devices and searched. And you'll find a variety of things. Some of it doesn't apply to what you're searching for. It's a little weird that way. But for example, today I found this new link that was there I hadn't seen before that they say is updated daily. But here's the preferred device list that I found that got me on the right track. So I ended up with an iPad Air 2. This is not a $40,000 Apple device, a couple of $100. So it's not the latest and greatest, not the newest. But lo and behold, because it's on the list, yay! Magically, it worked just fine. So I ran into a problem with it. This has 16 gig of internal memory and no place for expansion. No. So one day I'm trying to do a screen capture, and it told me I don't have enough memory left to do a screen capture. So dug into the memory, and about half of that 8 gig or half of that 16 gig was being used for apps, and 7.6 gig was being used for other. What's other? Dug a little deeper. I had every flight record from every flight I've flown, from every drone I've owned on that app and stored on this tablet. And folks, that's a lot. I had a lot of stuff on there. Now what do I do? Well, my answer was this. Since the Samsung Galaxy Tab E really couldn't fly with the Pro or the Pro 2, as far as I can tell, it was a doorstop. But it has an expandable memory. You can put an SD card in this thing. So what I do now is I fly always exclusively with my iPad Air 2. I save only 1 month worth of record on this device. But when I save it up to the cloud, I can then go back to my Samsung and go retrieve everything from the cloud, and everything is stored in here. So I've got a 16 gig card in here, so I think I've got 32 gig of memory in here, and there's plenty left because this is really all I use it for. This is my history. So if you run across this problem and you come across, you want to get, you know, the iPad Air 2, a couple of $100, you're going to run into memory problems with it. So if you've done like I have and just started buying things without actually looking into anything, you've probably got something like this hanging around that doesn't work on your Pro. There's your memory. That's your history keeper right there. So I thought I would let everybody know that, because even people here recently that I'm friends with have run across this problem. And again, the information is there if you want it. So go find it. Hope that helps you. And in the meantime, why don't you enjoy a little bit of a video I took yesterday that goes to show that high is not always mighty. Enjoy.